Behind every successful man stands a remarkable woman. But for Donald Trump, one of the most extraordinary presidents in U.S. history, there were not just one, but three incredible women who played pivotal roles in his life. First, there's Ivana, the ambitious powerhouse who helped build a billion-dollar empire alongside Trump. Then comes Marla, whose marriage was marked by drama and controversy. And finally, Melania, the enigmatic and influential woman who twice held the title of First Lady of the United States. These women were more than just wives. They shaped Trump's career, his image, and his legacy. But who among them had the deepest impact? Join us as we uncover the untold stories behind the three women who helped make Donald Trump the man he is today. Stay tuned. You won't want to miss a moment of this captivating journey. Three women, one empire. The wives who shaped Donald Trump. Behind Donald Trump, the billionaire, the president, the global icon, stood not one, but three extraordinary women. Each brought her own fire, her own influence, and helped sculpt different versions of the man we know today. Ivana Trump, the iron-willed businesswoman, helped him build his empire brick by brick. She was more than a wife. She was his partner in power, shaping real estate empires and setting the tone for Trump's bold legacy. Marla Maples, the glamorous outsider turned insider, brought emotional depth and softness during Trump's most chaotic years. While her time in his life was short, her impact on his image was unforgettable. And then, Melania Trump, the elegant enigma, who entered as a model and rose as the First Lady of the United States. Calm, composed, and quietly powerful, she redefined public grace and stood by Trump in his most politically stormy days. Ivana Trump, the glamorous life of Donald Trump's first wife. Ivana Trump was far more than just Donald Trump's first wife. She was a dynamic force who stood at the core of his early success. A former professional skier from Czechoslovakia, Ivana brought unmatched discipline, style, and ambition into Trump's world. Together, they didn't just build a life, they built an empire. During their marriage, Ivana was deeply involved in Trump's growing real estate business. She played key roles in managing some of the brand's most iconic properties, including the legendary Trump Tower in New York City. With its gold-trimmed interiors, towering glass facade, and penthouses overlooking Manhattan, Trump Tower became a global symbol of wealth, much of it shaped by Ivana's touch. Her lifestyle was the epitome of luxury. Lavish galas, private yachts, red carpets, and designer couture were all part of her daily reality. But Ivana wasn't just a socialite. She was a hands-on executive, overseeing construction projects, negotiating deals, and shaping the Trump image. Their life together sparkled with extravagance, from sprawling estates and exotic cars to private jets and elite parties. Yet, behind the glamour, Ivana also faced immense pressure as both a public figure and a businesswoman. Ivana Trump's legacy lives on as one of elegance, power, and sharp business intellect. Her influence on Donald Trump's early rise to billionaire status is undeniable, a true architect of luxury and legacy. Marla Maples, the scandal, the spotlight, and the subtle power. Marla Maples was not just Donald Trump's second wife. She was also the woman who was at the center of one of the most dramatic times in his life. Their relationship started as a media circus in the late 1980s and ended with a very public wedding in 1993. Ivana helped Trump establish his empire, but Marla came in at a bad time, both personally and professionally. But having her around made Trump's public image softer and more accessible. She went with him to political fundraisers, charity galas, and high society gatherings, which helped make the billionaire businessman seem more like a real person at a time when his reputation was under attack. Marla often portrayed the supportive partner on stage and off, not just as Trump's wife, but also as someone who supported him with his public relations during important times. Her calm, spiritual approach balanced out Trump's combative business style. She even changed the way he thought about family values and how he looked to the world, especially after their daughter Tiffany was born. Of course, their way of life was nothing short of royal. They lived in the Trump Tower penthouse and went on weekend trips to Mar-a-Lago on private jets and in wardrobes full of fine clothes. Still, Marla never really accepted the harsh limelight. Instead, after the divorce, she chose a gentler route that focused on her health, faith, and being a mother. Marla Maples had a lasting effect on Trump's life and the way he would be seen in politics, even though their marriage ended in 1999. In a lot of ways, she was calm in Trump's storm. Melania Trump, the mysterious First Lady of elegance and influence. The name Melania Trump brings to mind style, mystery, and calm strength. Melania was born on April 26, 1970, in Slovenia. She grew up far from the glitz and glam of Manhattan, yet her stunning looks and grace quickly made her famous around the world. She was a successful model who walked the runways in Europe and New York and was on the covers of fashion magazines. But everything changed for her in 1998 when she met Donald Trump. Even though they were from different backgrounds and were a lot older than one another, they had a strong connection. Melania wasn't simply a lovely face. She had a regal serenity about her that Trump really liked. In 2005, they got married in a magnificent wedding in Palm Beach that was attended by famous people from all over the world, including Hillary and Bill Clinton. Melania, Trump's third wife, provided a different kind of enthusiasm. Melania was quiet, classy, and very private. But when Donald Trump became president in 2016, she became the second foreign-born First Lady of the United States. Her unique manner, calm speeches, and calm public presence changed what it meant to be the First Lady in the modern era. Melania pushed the Be Best program, which was all about keeping kids safe online and making sure they were happy. She stood beside Trump during some of the most politically unstable times, often acting as a calming presence even when the media was going crazy. Melania's power was different from Ivana and Marla's. It wasn't loud, but it was quiet, planned, and very strong. Her life was full of extreme luxury behind the scenes. She had private jets, high-end clothes, and homes including the lavish White House quarters, the Trump Tower penthouse decorated in gold, and the huge Mar-a-Lago estate in Florida. Her clothes, jewelry, and even her silence all showed that she was elegant and unique. Melania Trump is still one of the most mysterious people in contemporary American political history. She didn't say much, but she had a strong presence. She stood next to a man who was known for dominating every room and made her mark with grace, mystery, and unwavering calm. 3 women, 3 worlds, but all forever linked to one man. And one legacy. Who do you think had the greatest influence on Donald Trump's journey? You can tell us in the comments, and if you like the video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel.